Joseph Agbeko defending his title against Abner.
The number that jumps out obviously is the age difference. Now a reminder that they had to reboot their training camps. They had to do their training camps all over again because of the injury. Traditionally when that happens, it favors the younger fighter. But obviously we'll see how this works out. Now the rest of the numbers pretty much the same, not too much to pick from the two.
And the rules for tonight's fight.
Unified rules, no standing 8, no 3 knockdown rule. Only the refs can stop the fight. Can't be saved by the bell in any round. But let's look at this last one because these fighters have both had clashes of heads in fights. If there's a clash of head that forces the fight to be stopped prior to 4 rounds, it's no decision. After that, they would go to the scorecards.
We're ready for the Showtime Bantamweight Tournament Championship and the IBF Bantamweight title as well. Joseph Agbeko versus Abner. So let's head into the ring for the official introductions from the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you and welcome to the joint here at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada for our big night of action coming away featuring the finals of the Showtime Bantamweight Tournament. Winner takes all. Tonight's action is brought to you by Don King Productions and Golden Boy Promotions as sponsored by La Cerveza Más Fina Corona. With the bantamweight titles also at stake, this bout is sanctioned by the IBF, President Darrell Peoples, Supervisor William James, the WBC, President Jose Sulaiman, Supervisor Robert Lenhart, and the Nevada State Athletic Commission. The chairman is Bill Brady, Commissioners Francisco Aguilar, Skip Avancino, TJ Day, and Pat Lundvall, with the Executive Director Keith Kaiser. Our physicians at ringside, Doctors David Watson, Al Capana, Michael Gunter, and Damon Savala. And our timekeepers at the bell also keeping count of the knockdowns tonight, James Cavan and Toby Murray. Introducing our 3 judges scoring this bout from ringside, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Adelaide Bird. Also from Las Vegas, CJ Ross. And from Dallas, Texas, Oren Schellenberger. And our third man of the ring, the referee in charge of the action, we have Russell Mora. All right, fans, here we go with the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Silver and the IBF Bantamweight Championship of the World and the finals of the Showtime Bantamweight Tournament. And now, ladies and gentlemen in attendance and boxing fans joining us around the world, live from the Hard Rock Las Vegas, it's showtime! Introducing to you first on my right, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing gray trunks with black trim, fighting out of Hawaiian Gardens, California, by way of Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico. Who weighed in at already 117 1/2 pounds, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 21 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2004 Mexican Olympian and the WBC silver title holder, currently ranked the IBF number 5 contender, introducing the undefeated Abner. And his opponent across the ring, the defending world champion on my left, fighting out of the red corner, wearing yellow trunks with red and green trim, fighting out of the Bronx in New York by way of Akagana. He weighed in at the limit of 118 pounds with a record of 28 wins, 2 losses. He has 22 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the 2-time and current IBF Bantamweight Champion of the World, Joseph King Kong Agbeko. Once again, a referee in charge now to give instructions, Russell Mora.
Okay, trunks here are good. Anything below that line is a foul. Trunks here are good. Anything below that line is a foul. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room, so you know that I expect a clean fight. I want to remind you, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. God bless. Cha-cha.
So Abner comes into this fight with an opportunity to fulfill his potential and win his first world championship, but it will not be easy against the veteran who ironically is the underdog. Joseph Agbeko, the champion, is a 2-to-1 underdog in this fight.
That's pretty amazing when you think about it, but it speaks to the fact that betting odds don't happen necessarily because someone is going to win. It's where the betting goes.
Round one. 12 rounds, bantamweights, 118 pounds. Joseph Agbeko's IBF World Championship on the line, as well as the Showtime Bantamweight Tournament title as well for both these men.
They both fought very tough schedules recently. 4 of the last 5 fighters that Agbeko's faced have been former or current world champions, and we know Mares comes in off 2 very, very tough and difficult fights against champions.
Mares telling us that he wants to work the body. He feels that Agbeko can be a little wide with his punches, and that may really give him some opportunity as he throws the left hook, then the left hook upstairs.
Yeah, the young Abner is really starting his first round out fast, and he's looking good so far.
He told us that you can't let Joseph Agbeko think. You have to get off first, and to his credit, he's done exactly that.
Ooh, nice left hook by Agbeko, followed by a looping right hand landing by Mares. Mares in his last fight against Vic Darchinyan not only won a controversial split decision, but he showed that he has the ability to not only be a boxer, but a brawler as well.
You can tell already this fight is going to be really good. Both men doing very good work here in round 1 and not afraid to mix it up. Another low blow by Mares. You know, he had a point deducted against Darchinyan. He better watch it or it will happen here again.
Wow. Mares, straight right hand landing. Backs Agbeko up against the ropes. Mares working quickly. He also told us that he's got to be first. He can't let Agbeko think about things, and there's a low blow
That's
again.
The 3rd one in round 1.
But Antonio, he said he had to be first.
I mean, you know what? Obviously that he has a game plan and he's executing it really well tonight. He's landed about 3 or 4 straight right hands.
In that fight against Vic Darchinyan, not only was Mares deducted a point for a low blow, he suffered a hairline cut, another left hook, right hand, looping right hand by Mares, putting together his punches, straight right hand.
Mares is looking very, very strong, and you know what? He's having a lot of success with his punches.
And that will be called a knockdown. A first-round knockdown for Abner Mares, and the champ faces adversity early on. 20 seconds ago.
The exact opposite of Mares' start against Darchinyan.
Yeah, Agbeko seems to be hurt right now. He's trying to gather his wits about him. But this young fighter is putting an enormous amount of pressure on this veteran.
Agbeko is hurt. Mares steps back. Nice right hand. And that's the end of the first round. Abner Mares setting the tone early here in Vegas.
Okay. Don't keep moving back. You know, stick to your gas. Okay? Stick to your gas. You don't wait for it. Well, it was a potpourri of things in round 1. There's the left hook landing by Mares, and he landed a number of those. Then here was one of 3 different low blows. That one was more marginal. There were even worse ones in round 1. And then the knockdown. I don't think that's a knockdown. I think that's a slip. A left hook landed at the end, but it still counts as a knockdown. Makes it a 10-8 round for Mares.
Round 2 scheduled for 12 for the IBF World Championship, as well as the Showtime Bantamweight Tournament title. the champion, Joseph Agbeko from Ghana, fighting out of the Bronx, is in gold. The challenger, Abner from Mexico, as well as California, fighting in the gray trunks.
Hey, Gus, I want to point out that even in the first round, it didn't look like Joseph Agbeko came out sharp. It seemed like he was reaching with a lot of his punches, but we know he's capable of making the necessary adjustments. Let's see, can he do it on the fly?
Left hook blocked, though, by Agbeko. Oh, man, another low blow by Mares.
He's playing with fire. Joseph Agbeko's relying on his left hook to win him this fight. Antonio, he's not a left hook artist. He's got to land right hands.
And he's throwing it from way outside. He's swinging with it, and it just looks very slow, and he looks lethargic tonight.
We told you that Agbeko has issues outside of the ring, some management issues. He said that it wouldn't be a problem for him.
Man, Abner Mares has landed at least 5 low blows. There's another one. Russell Moore is going to have to take a point away pretty soon.
And Antonio, that takes a lot out of a fighter's take.
Oh yeah, I mean, but you know, he has to be careful. He can't afford to be getting points taken away after he's had such a dominant first round.
Had a point taken away in his last fight against Vic Darchinyan for a low blow. Ended up coming back and winning a split decision.
You know, the Agbeko jab has been very good in this fight. He hasn't been able to land the right hand behind it, though.
And Antonio, it looks like Agbeko has changed his style. It looks like he's trying to use a Floyd Mayweather type style by keeping that left hand all the way down on his waist.
Well, I don't know if that's conditioning or what. Like we mentioned, he was 0.2 ounces over. We don't know if he hurt himself making weight or was it a struggle to even make the weight limit.
And Mares is doing the body work he said he wanted to do. Oh, there's the right hand finally by Agbeko.
Agbeko trying to back up Mares with the jab. Very stiff jab by Joseph Agbeko. Now he's hooking off the jab.
He's had a better second round, but then what could be worse than the first round he had?
33 seconds remaining in the second, scheduled for 12 for the Showtime Bantamweight tournament title, as well as Agbeko's IBF World Championship. Fast pace to start this fight.
And in the last minute and a half, Joseph Agbeko has got his feet under him a little better in this fight. Let's see if that continues.
And that's the end of the second round. And we will go into the corner of Abner Mares, our interpreter, Felix De Jesus.
Let me get some water. Okay, listen up. Just keep working your left hand. Don't put too much pressure. Not yet. Don't put enough pressure tonight. Because when you're putting pressure, you're opening up a little bit. There's another thing. And when he's on the side, just keep hitting him. His arms will go down. So when he does that left, when he goes towards left, just keep hitting him.
We will return to round 1, where a knockdown was called. And as we look back on it, you notice the leg, the right leg of Joseph Agbeko, and it appears to slip. He was hit with a body punch, but clearly he was slipping with the right foot when he was hit with the hook.
He was slipping, but the punch landed and both gloves touched. So it is an official knockdown.
Round 3 scheduled for 12 of the IBF World Championship and the Showtime Bantamweight Tournament Championship. Joseph Agbeko, the IBF World Champion in gold, the challenger and contender, and some feel superstar in the making. Abner Mares is in the gray trunks.
You know, we talked about how hard it might be to knock out Joseph Agbeko. Mares is off to a great start, but Agbeko's only been down twice in his career. Once against Perez, that was because of a headbutt, and once because he was pushed down by Vic Darchinyan, though it was called a knockdown. And in that first round, Mares landed some really big punches, but Agbeko wasn't close to going down. Oh, another low blow.
That left hook continues to fall well below the belt line for Abner Mares. A gas guzzler, to say the least.
That's another low blow in the back. And he keeps warning Joseph Agbeko for pulling his head down.
Yeah, you know, that